Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Enigmatica 3, 2, that. It's an Enigmatica, it's one of them. I think it's 2. It's probably 2. So, as you see, that I've rearranged things a little bit. So I was having trouble with this cable having too many channels on it. So I went ahead and pulled it off of this one, routed all of these through that instead. And I still ended up with too many channels, so we went ahead and divided it here. So these last 3 actually run off of this one, which is fine. I had plans for stuff over here. So I've got it automatically making processors now. So you see we're still kind of like making the silicon here. Well, we have more than enough, so it's not. So it is trying to keep a level of 500 of these printed calculation circuits. And it is keeping a level of 500 of the engineering and the logic circuits. The difficulty with the calculation circuits is actually the pure Certus quartz. So we've got 788 in there, mostly because I set them up. I basically have it automatically outputting Certus quartz seeds, and then I just auto-crafted like 800 of them, something like that. These over here are trying to maintain a level of 500 of each of the processors, and we're about to make some acceleration cards to rock that out. So they're empty, so we have 6. That means we need 9 more acceleration cards. So 8 now. I've also gone ahead and I've improved the number of of recipes that we have going. So I made recipes for each of the pure crystals. I made recipes for the flux crystal. So normally you would have to throw another quartz, a charged Certus quartz, and a redstone into a puddle. Fortunately for us, we can actually throw them in the crystal growth chamber. So if we wanted to, we could go flux. Let's pull all of these out really quick. Tell it to craft 100. And it just throws it all in here, and boom, there we go, right? So it's pretty cool. I love this chamber. It makes life so much less laggy. At this point, I still haven't managed to build the storage for whatchamacallit, for the stone and whatever. So we'll do that now. Drawer. 2, 3. Let's be like 6, I guess. Okay. So it makes chests and planks pretty easily. It doesn't have a... Alright. So now we want 3 material stonework factories. How am I going to do this? Because I have to be able to put power in there, and then we have to be able to export, so... I guess we can move this down and then away. So like that. And then we can have... Does this one already have a thing? Power... Ooh, wow, you're having power issues, guys. Time to check on power. Power. Why is this not? It's out of fuel? It can't be out of fuel. That's silly. Alright, so let's go check this in here again. I keep running into this problem. I've got is 7,000 enough? Might not be. Is this powered up? Might not be. $8,000. I suspect that I'm using a lot of power somewhere. Like, I don't know, all of my processing. So, uranium. I have a little bit. I don't know why it keeps running out. Export bus. So now we have this going. So it's producing 20,000 RF a tick. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I was talking about. This is the problem right here. Give it a second, and online. Oh man, that's annoying. So we need some capacity cards here, and then we need some acceleration cards. So I'm just gonna have to like this is inlet mode. So it's not supposed to be accepting or exporting stuff in there. It's just supposed to be... Maybe because it got full. I don't know. So I don't know how to fix this. If you guys know how to fix this so it stays working, that would be super helpful. Because power. We're also going to have to fix this because this is embarrassing. It means we're going through our fuel ridiculously fast. And I know how to do it, and it means that I have to ditch this setup, make a slightly more efficient one. But so we've got the basics of auto crafting going, and that's what all this mess is, the basics of auto crafting. So let's take this. We'll do that and that. That is constantly outputting. It's filling up pretty quick, actually. So we want the material stonework factory. Yeah, see, I was actually going to do a different arrangement of these, but I've decided that that's probably fast enough. Because while I'm doing other things, it can. So we want to make this to gravel. And then we want to item duct servo. I guess we can use resonant servos. It's a little whatever, but okay. So now we want this, and we want to put a white list of gravel. Pull that out. Chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. And then we want a storage bus. We actually want 3 storage buses. So, don't we have slime? Yeah, we've got lots of slime. Storage bus. 3 storage buses. Boom. Give me the last one. Last storage bus, please. Thank you. So, storage buses, we're going to go like that, that, and that. And then we're going to set this one to gravel. Gravel. With a high priority. And then we're going to put the gravel in there. Then we're going to set this one to, let's see, it's gravel, sand, so now we want sand. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and then we're going to wrench that. Then we're going to get a piece of sand. Oh man, I hate that slot. That slot annoys me so badly. So we're going to, give me one. We're going to whitelist sand and then tell it to ignore redstone. So now that'll do that. We can lock these actually. What was the last thing that we wanted? So it was sand and gravel. Oh, right, regular stone. So we're just going to furnace mode that up. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to grab one of these. I guess we'll grab all of these. And we'll whitelist it and ignore. And now, let's grab some smart cable. Because we are smart. And these should go online in just a second. We want to set the storage bus priority to, say, 1,000. 1,000. We want to lock these. So now we're going to grab one of these to pop in here. So all the sand we get in the future should try to go in there first. And the same for all of the stone. Now, once these fill up, this should stop eating power, because it is eating a bit of power to do it. But we're never going to have to worry about needing gravel, sand, and stone again for any of our recipes. So that's pretty helpful, and it only used 3 channels to do it. So yeah. So one of the things that's going on now is we're starting to build up quite a lot of cobblestone. I don't think we're going to do anything about that. But I think we can pretty much leave this to do its thing. We've got a lot of the basic recipes in here. Not all of them certainly, but a lot of them. So, infinity card. So this requires a couple of these. So no, come on. No, these. So let's make some Fluix stuff. We'll make a stack. And then we're going to set up an infinity. So we need 3 more of these. Then we need quantum link chambers, which is the quartz glass. So quartz glass. We're going to need 16, I think. So let's make 64. I'm sure we'll use it for something. Quantum, so we need 2. Oh, I'm an idiot. I totally failed it. Okay, so now we have that. So we want the infinity thing. So now we need 4 quantum entangled singularities. So let's hop back to our thing here where we are making them. How many have we got? Conveniently, we have 2. Who knew, right? So let's talk about Ender. I think that we need to take 4 of these, grind them here. So now we take the Ender Pearl powder. We have the Ender Dust, so we need some TNT. We'll use the tiny because it seems safer. We probably only need 2. How about a lever? I can't remember if you guys got to see this last time. Dirt. So pretty much it's like this. And that, and then because the stuff was in the terminal here, if something is actually displayed in a terminal, you can't infinity booster card. So the infinity booster card's pretty awesome. If we take our wireless crafting terminal here and we do, oh, did we not make a security terminal? Or maybe we did and it's in the general thing. About out, where are we? So we put the infinity booster card in. So now we should just be able to go in here and go, ah ha ha, it's not out of range anymore. Even better, this takes forever. We can come in here. That is very loud. So now we have access to our network wherever we want to be. So that's actually pretty darn cool as far as I'm concerned. Now we do have to worry about keeping it charged, but I must admit I wouldn't quite call it cheating there, but I already have a solution going. See, now at this point we can just take our diamond backpack and pop all of the stuff in our diamond backpack into into the system, because now we don't have to worry about being out of range anymore. I think that guy is just, I think they're just walking back and forth so they can be in the thing. And that's empty, so we can just toss that in there too. So all we really need is our wireless crafting terminal. Everything else is in the system. We're golden. So let's look at our quests. So I don't want to do Thaumcraft, really. So in environmental tech, let's see, what had we left? We needed the structured frame tier 5s. What was holding us back on that? The fact that they need nether stars, and there's 90 something of them, so that we need 90 nether stars. 93 nether stars? Right, that's what was holding us back. So what is our recipe for nether stars? So rare urns and rare crates from Thaumcraft. Or we can kill the wither 90 odd times. How many wither skulls do we have? So divided by 3, so we could conceivably make 300 nether stars from this. And how much soul sand do we have? And 400 from this. So we actually should set up an automated nether star generator. I think that would be good for us. And withered. So now there's a couple of different ways that we can do this. And the problem is they all have to be blast proof. Now if we were doing, if we had refined storage, I actually would already have a system for what I was doing. I don't know, I'll have to think about it, but we're going to set up some recipes to make soul sand. And our entire next episode is going to be setting up the... oh, that actually looks really cool. Our entire next episode is going to be setting up a wither farm. So we're going to call it just slightly early. I've called it late a couple of times, so early would be a change. So we'll do that. But anyway, thanks for coming. I hope you guys have a great night. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. Have any other things, you know, also they can go below. And I'll try to respond to as many things as I can. Talk to you later.